You're listening to the Novel Writing Podcast, episode 48. Grab a cup, cozy up, and let's get to writing. Today's episode is the 44th of 60 daily episodes that pair with the videos of Haley's 60-day novel writing challenge. You can watch the first 5 days of the challenge for free on Haley's YouTube channel, and the link to that is in the description. Day 44 of the challenge is about more grammar rules that really boil down to passivity in writing. One of my least favorite things to read is anything with passive language. That basically means you're doing a lot of telling and barely any showing. I dealt with this a lot at my last job, where multiple people asked me to edit their engineering reports to make them less boring. And by less boring, it meant changing all the passive language into active language where I could. Doing so made the final product much easier to read, a lot more engaging, and oftentimes shorter. As in, I got to slice a lot of word count because active voice makes things way tighter. This is a skill you develop the more you write and the more you critique or edit other people's works. Critiquing other work especially helps you notice these rules, whether it's for a friend or in an already published book. My suggestion, if you don't know where to start, is to go read a random fanfiction story in your favorite genre or your favorite fandom, and try to count how many times the author uses passive language, rather than actively showing things. Unfortunately, or not, depending on who you ask, the first Harry Potter book is full of the passive was, had language. Now that I have so much practice with writing, and this is one of those skills where you can't really unlearn it after reading it, passive language jumps out like a jack-in-the-box. Again, remember that if adhering to all the grammar rules or remembering them all slows you down from actually writing the story, ignore them. It's more important at this point to get the story out of your head, and that won't happen as fast if you spend a lot of time worrying about whether you said something perfectly or if you used a grammar rule the way it's supposed to be used. The first draft, especially if it's your very first ever draft, is going to be garbage. Revel in this experience. Every first draft you write after this will be incrementally better, even if it's not perfect. The next first draft won't take you as long because you'll have learned a lot just from the process of writing the first draft. The first draft's only job is to exist, not to be good. And if you want some fresh work to critique, join us in Professional Premium, where you'll have the chance to get feedback from other writers on your work and be able to stretch those critique muscles by reading through someone else's writing. That's it for this companion episode to Grammar Secrets. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 45. Thanks for listening to the Novel Writing Podcast. If you're ready to stop struggling and start finishing your novel, check out the 60-Day Novel Writing Challenge. It's a step-by-step program designed for solo writers to complete their first draft with clarity and focus. Visit the link in the description to learn more.